Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabby. I am here with Poppy. We are wrapping up her first week of board and train here at Paw Forward. She is such a sweet girl. Really enjoyed working with her so far. So we're just going to go through a little bit of what she's been working on this week and how she's doing with everything. So first thing we worked on is a little bit of attention. So making sure that she is able to focus on us before we start a session. Very important. So this is a great thing to do before you start any session that you do with her. Just making sure she's able to check in with you. So all I'm doing right now, good girl, yes. So there she was biting at her leash. So I just told her, She looked at me. And I'm just marking with the word yes and reinforcing yes when she gives me that eye contact. Okay, so this is a great thing you can do when you're in different environments before you start working on anything that you're working on with her. What are you doing? You're going under my legs. Did you find a treat? Yes, good girl. So again, just marking and reinforcing with a piece of kibble. That's all I have. And she's been working pretty well with it. I know the other day when I did a video, we showed you a little bit of how we were working on things without reinforcement of food, just because sometimes she does get a little bit scared. She doesn't always take that food. So we were working with praise, with attention. Good girl. Yes, good job. Get it. It's right there. Good job. So, again, great thing to do just to start out any session that you're working with her on. Sit. Yes, now that she's doing well, I'm going to start working on some basics. Hey. Stay. Yes. Work on a little bit of duration there. Free. And we use that word free to let her know she can get up and walk around. Get it. Right there. You don't always find the treats. Here you go. Get it. Good girl. Stay. And start taking a couple of steps back, a couple of steps to the side while she stays in that sit. Good girl. Free. Now it's very important that we're building these basic skills. That's going to help us when we start working on some of the things that she has a little bit more challenges with. So one of the things, nope. So right now she's going after that leash again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell her no. I'm going to remove that leash so she can't continue to practice that behavior. Okay. Now we're going to go back to working on what we were working on. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Very nice, because we don't want her to practice that. The more she practices that behavior, the more likely it is free to continue occurring. Now with her, she is a little bit of a leash biter. So something that we can do with dogs who tend to want to hold on to that leash and walk with it is we can actually give them something to hold on to while we walk. So when we walk her over here, we can give her a toy, have her carry that over here so that instead of that behavior of biting at that leash, she's already occupied and she's not practicing that behavior. Okay, sit, stay. And that tends to work a lot with dogs that like to leash bite. Yes, good girl. Free. Good job. Very nice. She is a very good girl. You're very sweet. Good job. Okay, we've also worked a little bit on place. Good girl. So having her go onto that place, stay. Working on some of those basics on that place. So this is a great thing. One of the things she is here for free is jumping. So she is a little bit of a jumper. She does tend to get really excited and jump up. So having place and working on place is going to be very helpful with that. When she starts to get excited, we're going to give her something else to do. We're going to have her go to that place. We're going to work on some basics, some sits, some downs, different things like that. So instead of that jumping behavior, we're having her working on something. Okay. It's also a great spot for your dog to learn, especially puppies, just because it's a place where they can kind of settle. They can hang out there. We can reinforce them being calm on place in a sit, in a down. Down. Good girl. Yes. You can use a place like this, or you can use a dog bed. You can use a spot on the carpet. You could use a towel. You can really use anything for your place. Stay. You just want to make sure that you're practicing on it. Yes, good girl. Free. This also comes in handy for later down the line when you have guests coming over. Having her go to that place and stay there while those guests come in are a great thing for your dog, is a great thing for your dog to know. Because that way they're staying safe, they're on that place, and they're not jumping up on their guests or running over to the door and jumping up on the door. So another great reason for learning that place behavior. Also, if you're cooking in the kitchen, you don't want her under your feet, you can send her to place, have her sit, hang out there a little bit. And as she starts to get more comfortable with this, then we start to up that level of difficulty. Week 1, we're in a low distraction environment. We're inside the building. Not much going on, not really any other distractions right now. As she gets more comfortable with this and confident in it, then we're going to start pushing the limits a little bit more and adding a little bit of distraction, a little bit more distance. So we'll be taking a few steps back. We'll be walking around the room while she stays on place. So it takes a little bit of time to work up to that point. You want to make sure you're doing it slowly, though. We want them to succeed. Okay. Good girl. Place. Sit. Stay. So there she went to pop up. I just said She corrected herself. She put herself back in that sit. I'm going to take a couple steps. Good girl. Yes. And then I can reinforce. Free. And free her. So she's doing an excellent job. She has made a lot of progress already. She's very smart, very sweet girl. And if you guys have any questions at all, let us know in the comments below or let us know at pickup. But she's doing a great job. She's going to do an excellent job in this program. And we will see you next time. Good girl. Good job, puppy.